The ocean never ended. As far as the tribe could see, there was only water. Behind them lay hunger. Ahead of them lay mystery. No one knew what existed beyond the horizon. Maybe another land. Maybe monsters. Maybe death. Yet one morning, a small group of ancient people stepped into fragile boats and pushed away from shore. They were leaving everything they had ever known. And what happened next would change human history forever. But why would anyone risk such a journey? And how did these forgotten humans reach entirely new worlds long before maps, compasses, or written history existed? This is the story of the humans who sailed into the unknown. For thousands of years, humans followed food. They followed animals. They followed seasons. They followed survival. But eventually some groups faced a problem. The lands they knew could no longer support everyone. Children needed food. Elders needed shelter. Families needed hope. Every season brought competition. Every year became harder. Then something unusual happened. Across many coastlines, humans began looking outward. The sea was no longer just a barrier. It became a possibility, a terrifying possibility. Micro-scenes. Scientists have discovered something remarkable. Humans reached places that should have been impossible. Australia, remote islands, lands separated by deep ocean channels. To get there, people had to cross water. Lots of water. Not by accident, not while floating on logs. They had to plan, they had to cooperate, and they had to trust each other. Imagine standing on a beach thousands of years ago. No maps, no rescue, no way back if something went wrong. Would you go? Most people imagine giant waves, storms, sea monsters. But the real danger was something else. Getting lost. Once their land disappeared behind them, every direction looked the same. Blue water. Blue sky. Nothing else. A single mistake could mean death. And yet researchers believe ancient sailors developed ways to navigate. They watched stars. They studied currents. They observed birds. The ocean became a puzzle, and some humans learned how to solve it. Then came the ultimate question, who would go first? Not everyone could fit on a boat. Families had to choose. Some stayed behind. Others left forever. Imagine the fear. A parent kissing a child goodbye. Friends disappearing beyond the horizon. Nobody knew if they would ever meet again. This was not exploration for adventure. This was survival. The greatest gamble of their lives. Here is the surprising truth. The first explorers were probably not lone heroes. They were families, mothers, children, elders, entire communities. Because reaching a new world was not enough. People had to survive there. They had to build shelters, find food, raise children, create future generations. This changes everything. Human exploration was never only about courage. It was about cooperation. The people who discovered new worlds succeeded because they worked together, and we still do the same today. Imagine being the first human to step onto a land nobody in your tribe had ever seen. New animals, new plants, new dangers, new opportunities. Every sound was unfamiliar. Every trail was a mystery. The explorers had reached a world untouched by their memories, and yet they adapted again and again. That ability to adapt became humanity's greatest superpower. Most of their names are gone. Their stories were never written. Their voices vanished into time. But their legacy remains. Every community that reached a distant shore proved something extraordinary. Humans are explorers, not because we are fearless, but because we move forward despite fear. The forgotten humans who crossed oceans first were not superhuman. They were ordinary people facing impossible choices. And because they dared to leave the familiar behind, entire new chapters of humanity became possible. The next time you look at the horizon, remember this. Long before cities, nations, and history books existed, brave groups of prehistoric people looked toward the unknown and wondered what was out there. Some turned back. Others kept going. Those who crossed the oceans became the first humans to reach entirely new worlds. And every person alive today carries part of their legacy. Because the story of humanity has never been about staying where it is safe. It has always been about finding the courage to move beyond the horizon.